Good morning. I'm Congresswoman Carolyn Bourdeaux from Georgia's 7th Congressional District. Thank you for this opportunity to address you and wish you well during the legislative session ahead and lay out some of our priorities here in Washington for the 117th Congress. I've had the privilege of attending in years past and look forward to seeing you again in person one day. My first week on the job has been a little eventful. On Sunday, I was sworn in and got the keys to my office in Longworth. Tuesday was Georgia's Senate runoff election. On Wednesday, we saw a dangerous display of violence from armed insurrectionists who occupied our Capitol in an attempt to overturn the election. I know that here in Georgia, our elected officials have faced similar threats. I urge you all to be safe as you prepare to do your jobs in the weeks and months ahead. Here in D.C. and in the district, we are already tackling some urgent issues during our first week. First, we are ensuring the peaceful transition of power to a new administration. I'm also looking forward to getting to work on some of the issues I ran on the campaign trail, like getting COVID under control, supporting small businesses, bringing down the cost of health care, investing in our transportation infrastructure, and expanding access to the ballot box. I'm hitting the ground running to push an aggressive legislative agenda that works for the state of Georgia, its small businesses, and our economy. This Congress, I will be serving on both the Small Business Committee and the Committee on Transportation and Infrastructure. I'm focused on using these positions to advance legislation that creates jobs, supports small businesses, including women and minority-led enterprises, and improves the infrastructure challenges in the district that unfortunately hinder economic growth. We also need to get our arms around this pandemic. Last month, Congress passed $900 billion in emergency COVID relief, which includes $300 billion for America's small businesses and more than $80 billion in education relief funding, of which $2.7 billion will go to Georgia. This includes funding for our school districts, so we can get teachers and students the resources they need to stay safe and learn. Congress is now looking ahead to swiftly pass additional COVID relief in the near future. In the wake of the economic crisis caused by the pandemic, it's critical that federal response efforts pave the way for a streamlined and equitable recovery. Yesterday, as one of my first actions in Congress, I assembled a COVID-19 task force of Georgians from a wide range of backgrounds. That task force critically includes members of our business community, including representatives from our local chambers, to bring their very important perspectives to our legislative work. The reality is that Georgia's hospitals are at capacity, forcing patients to wait for care sitting in hallways where our exhausted healthcare workers scramble to treat them. Cases are spiking here in Georgia. We need to safely get Georgians back to work, and we need to make sure we distribute the vaccine as quickly and efficiently as possible. We have a lot of work ahead of us, but please know I am committed to doing everything I can to ensure our communities and small businesses not only withstand this crisis, but prosper in times ahead. Good luck with your work this legislative session, and thank you to the business community represented in this virtual gathering today. I ask for your support as we work together to tackle COVID, help our small businesses get back on their feet, and invest in our communities. Thank you for the opportunity to address you today.